Hello, welcome back. I'm JJ. That's JJ. Don't know which box he's in. I don't care because we have an awesome guest returning for the I don't know how many times either. Chris from Journey Pro.
Hello, y'all. Amazing. What an intro.
That's a thing. All right, so Jamie, not JJ.
So JJ.
This is JJ talking now. Hey y'all.
There's two JJs.
Who knows? To be fair, this would have happened a week ago, but you guys, as we're recording this, Jamie just had a very long weekend. He basically drove for a day and a half to get us to a wrestling show. There was a bunch of softball in the middle there, but he's still kind of recovering, I think, a little bit. So
Good on you. Here.
Welcome, Chris.
Welcome, Chris, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Getting really close to this show. Got a lot of work to do, so
It's week of the show. We're talking week of the show.
We are.
And
yes.
holy crap, this show is packed. Night one, like jizz in your pants, but night two, even more jizz in your pants. Like, how sick is this going to be?
This is going out live, right? You can say
that. I'm just quoting The Lonely Island. That's all I'm doing.
I see. Yeah, I'm very excited for this show. Like I was talking to you guys, I haven't been able to talk to people that, besides, the guys and ownership, I haven't been able to like talk about this show really with anybody that like knows wrestling. So this will be fun.
Well, that is what we are here to do, is talk about wrestling, because we are stupid amped for it. 2 nights. For those of you living under a rock and just tuning in here, first of all, welcome to your first time at Total Spot Fest, because we have been talking about this show for a while. But 2 nights coming up this Thursday and Friday, the 28th and 29th. At the Journey Pro Arena. We're calling it that. I have no idea if it's that, but the Journey Pro Arena, 13th and Agnus. All good things flow into the city.
So I'm trying to get stuck. JPA at Agnus. Journey Pro Arena at the Agnus.
And I feel like that's too many words.
JPA at Agnus? Yeah, well.
It sounds cool.
I just like the JPA, right? You just got, you know where it is.
Yeah, JPA. It sounds like we're like a APA knockoff from the.
I know. Instead of drinking beer, they drink ginger ale.
It is not our best name convention that we have done yet. It is very easy way out. We've been going with the Journey Pro Arena, but hey, yeah.
We're referring to it as Agnus.
Just Agnus? Okay, all right.
Agnus. But
she's beautiful.
I mean, that might change, but
whatever you want to call it, Journey Pro KC. If there at the time of this recording, there were still tickets available. So
yes, go buy them.
If there aren't, go journeyprokc.com. If there's still tickets available, buy them up, because I don't know if they'll still be there next. When we air this, when you're hearing this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a lot of space. So we can accommodate.
We should be able to move on past the fire marshal and cram some people in there legally. So
yeah, legally.
All right. So while I know. Do you want to start with Debbie Downer, or Jamie? Or do you want to come back to that?
Debbie Downer.
The topic of the
thing you wanted to talk.
Oh no. Let's start on a positive.
Let's start on good. Okay. So
like
let's talk a little bit about this. Well, I want to talk about. Okay, let's talk.
I want to start with the tournament. There's other good shit too.
Let's get into the card to start with here. I want to talk a little bit more about the arena and the building and kind of getting it to that point there. But let's get the sizzle out. Let's talk about the actual card, because we only know half the card, because night 2 is the end of the tournament, right?
Right. Yeah. Because we can't really. We don't know how that's going to go. So, who's going to win those matches? Who's going to move on? All that.
So let's just go through what we know so far. This is the announced tournament that you have put out there. Obviously, card subject to change. But
I just pulled up the bracket so I could follow along here with you.
Okay, so we're going to start on the right side of the bracket because we're gonna end on my favorite one. Christian Rose versus Zicky Dice. Holy shit, Zicky Dice is gonna grace Journey Pro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Zick nasty.
That's amazing.
How'd you pull that off? Lots of handies.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, no.
That fits Ziggy's character, so yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's why I said that.
Not too long ago, I went down to Atlanta and worked at Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And then at Terminus the next day, had some conversations and was able to bring him back. And he actually, what's crazy, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Zicky like put out a tweet. He said, "Hey, old friend, it's been a long time." So Zicky and Christian have met before and like worked each other before on the indies in Illinois.
Really?
Yes.
AEW?
Zicky trained at Black and Brave.
Okay.
And Zicky was like living in the Chicago area for a while before he went to Atlanta. So they've like worked together before, and yeah, it's I don't know if you could find that stuff anywhere. Or so it's just like one of those things, like, kind of put it out there.
I enjoy the obscure reference for like the handful. Okay.
And so so Zicky also and I like started chatting because Zicky also came from the same era of Warped Tour that I did.
Okay.
So Zicky and I were talking. Zicky played in a band called Heart to Heart that toured with 4 Year Strong and other bands like that.
I think I actually have heard of that band, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, it was interesting. I was like, "What?" Like we, just connected on that level.
You had a stepbrothers moment with Zicky Dice in Atlanta at Terminus.
Did we just become best friends?
We sure did.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yes, I do.
There I do.
All right, so let's talk about the next match because I'm really excited about this one. No one needs to be sleeping on this match.
Hold on a second. Actually, you know what?
What?
This is. I'm looking at the bracket and it is actually incorrect.
Oh, the bracket you have on your website?
Yes. This is not right.
Well, by the time you guys hear this, I'm sure this will be fixed.
Hold on. Oh, no, it is. Sorry, I just...
Okay,
I was in the wrong place. I was like,
wait,
we're like, wait, what?
What is going on here? No, it's right. I see it.
Okay.
I got confused.
We have Laney Luck, the returning Laney Luck, going against Vinny Pacifico. This match sounds amazing.
This is going to be fun. Really excited to see that.
Laney is everywhere right now.
Oh, she is so hot right now. I mean,
she's like Hansel. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Hansel, so hot right now.
So hot right now.
So hot right now.
Yeah, Laney and Vinny are going to put on a show, I think. This is the crazy thing is like, when the tournament was like being put together, I'm like, this doesn't have like all these matches are good, and like it's interesting. I mean, it's for the Journey Pro title, which we haven't revealed yet.
I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that strap. Come on now.
But yeah, I'm excited for this one for sure. Like Laney's been great. She was at all her shows are secret shows. Vinny was at Thanksgiving, I think.
He was.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Him and Jeremy Wyatt tore the house down. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. Really excited for that matchup.
I think of all the matches here, this is the one that's kind of, I think, no fault to anybody's, but it's kind of the one that's fallen because there are some bangers names you got in some other matches. Some. The
next one.
Yeah, the next one you get into for sure. But
I mean, they're all kind of like reading through them all. It's
this would be like Lady Luck and Vinny Pacifico. That'd be one of your marquee matches any other night of the week, and then this one's just kind of like and also there's also that like holy shit, there's that. So I think that's cool as hell.
There's always when he's hyping up a card, he always likes to go. This could be a match of the night contender. I'm like they're all. I
know that's.
all good things shows. It's like, man, these are all crazy.
And all these matches are night one, correct?
All round ones, yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much have to be, because you're gonna get to do
you
two.
Have to be able to finish it on night 2, yeah.
Because you'll have rounds 2, 3, and the championship all on night 2, which is a lot on night 2. I know.
You have 6 matches right here.
Some people are going to be wrestling a lot on that second night.
2 people will be wrestling in 3 matches.
Yep.
That's math for you, folks. Boom.
Mathematics.
I could do the maths.
So, again, to JJ, your point, the next match is definitely a typical marquee matchup, like your headline. People will be talking about this. Like, this is what puts, fans in the stands just by itself.
Oh, put butts in seats.
Yes. And, like, it's not even, like, number 2 on the list, in my opinion. Like, that says something. Yeah,
up there for me,
the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper of Ring of Honor fame, going against none other than also from Ring of Honor fame, Kaun.
Kaun!
I was waiting for that.
I had to do that.
You know we're gonna do as well as Kaun.
Of course. How could we not do it? But I mean, yeah, newly signed, part of Tully Blanchard's group of big strong men. I don't know. What
Badassery.
You know what the tag team is called? Because it's great.
Oh, it was POS, which was, I don't remember.
No. It's Gates of Agony.
Gates of
Agony. That's
fantastic. That's so good.
Isn't that Pantera album?
Maybe.
It sounds like one. It's not, though. It was what? Tua Leona, I think, is the other guy that's in that.
Yep.
And then, of course, paired up with
awesome
the Machine,
too.
Brian Cage. I mean, because Kaun, you've seen him on Dark. If you're not familiar with him, you've seen him on Dark or Dark Elevation. He might have been on Impact too, on a show or two, maybe.
No, so he did. What most people will probably know him from is ROH, where he was a part of the other promotions.
That's
and
what it was. Okay.
Part of the 6-man tag championship with Shane Taylor and Moses.
Okay. All right. That's right. I know I see it from something else, and I couldn't remember. And a lot of times, the people who are in Dark.
Your dreams, because he's more shredded. Julius out, man.
He's pretty jacked.
Thank you, Jamie.
He's a real Orville Schredenbacher.
So Kaun and 2 big strong men. This is a match that's gonna fuck for sure. Like this match.
I just got Jamie.
You broke me. You popped me pretty good there.
But yeah, Kaun has been somebody like I've had my eye on since I started watching wrestling again. And I was just like, whoa, who is that guy? As soon as I saw him. And he's really good too. If you go check out his YouTube, because all of his indie stuff he puts on his own YouTube. So if you just search the Kaun on YouTube, you should find his page. And he just I watched his match that he had with Moose not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. I saw that match. That was good.
Yeah, it was good. He's great, man. And people are gonna Dak and Kaun have worked together in tag matches, but have never had this singles match. So,
oh my god!
It's the first time ever. Then,
yeah. There's a
lot of those. Yes,
there's a lot of first time evers on this show. But yeah,
so Kaun, if you're listening to Google that,
yes.
Kaun, he's worth it.
He's really really great.
And then
Dak.
Okay.
It's fucking Dak Draper.
It's Dak Draper.
I mean. Yeah, I feel like we're overselling. We're talking up, but I'm
overselling the
Dak
debut
is
of Kaun, but
Dak, if you've been to a Journey Pro or an NWL, or you've seen Ring of Honor on TV, you know Dak Draper. You know what you're getting with him. So
yeah, he's big,
amazing,
tall, beautiful man. Like he's ridiculous.
6'5" and jacked, and can move, and got persona about him. I mean,
it's gonna be good. I mean, these guys have history. Clearly, I mean, they worked in opposite factions in ROH. So we'll see. They might be blowing off some steam.
I want to see if some of that bleeds through, because I like when they. Yeah. Like we talked about with Zicky, you know, I appreciate the callback, even if maybe not everybody gets it right away, right? You know, like I think that was one of the things we talked about with Christian Rose and who was that? And
Shug Dunkerton.
Shug D. Is that maybe not everybody like not everybody was marks like us and maybe knew their Chicago history behind them, you know, from what they went through, but it definitely made itself known in the match. So I'm excited to see them if they can bring that sort of energy, which I know they will. So that's why I said this match is gonna fuck. I'm so happy for this.
Oh, I know.
Amongst everything.
And then to round out that side of the tournament is Darian Bankston and Cody Lane.
Ooh, another like stuff.
That's gonna be Dan's neighbor, Cody Lane.
His neighbor, Cody Lane. That match like is scary good on a sneaky level. That's probably what I like to call it. Like, it is the sneaker of the group, because like you have all these like
people that people that have been on TV, people that have had runs on TV, people that have been in larger promotions and done things.
Again,
and then you got Darren Bankston, who's one of the hottest up and comers, really out of Atlanta, everywhere, you know, in GCW, doing AEW shows and this and that, and you know, and Cody Lane, who's that. I mean, he's definitely got that kind of, you know, underground, you know, funk to him, you know. That's not the best adverb, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that sounded weird.
Good kind of funk.
I mean, he is a little bit of a punk, so I can go with it. You know, it is what it is.
Like, both these guys throw some pretty stiff, like almost like Claymore-esque kicks, and they both do fun flips in the air.
Which we might get to see, actually.
Yeah, because
a little bit.
You know, it's like a big space with like maybe it has high ceilings. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
There's no like, you know, like metal cage
right in the middle.
There's no fan of death. So there is more headroom. Period. Now you're not gonna be doing, you know, 20-foot ladder drops or anything crazy, but we might get to see some flippy spinny shit, and this would be a great match to see some of that. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's a good. I like flips.
He likes spins.
I like acrobatic things. I like all types of wrestling, but a good. How in the fuck did that guy do that?
Oh yeah,
really, really pops me.
I mean, and that's always been my. And listeners, you guys know this. That's always more my wheelhouse. You know, we all enjoy all the things, but you give me like a Ninja Mac. Like we at Revolver last week, we saw it was Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel versus Lindsay Dorado versus Blake Christensen, and JJ had a boner the whole time. It was that it was so much flippy spinny shit. I almost blew it right there in the middle of Iowa. So I just took this way too far, way too fast. I am sorry to our listeners.
Yeah, that got legit. That really escalated quickly. That was like crazy.
That was. I really enjoyed the match very much. Moving on.
Yeah. So let's talk about the mullet match of the evening.
The mullet match.
The Kentucky Waterfall versus the Tennessee Mudflap. We'll see who wins. That is JJ Garrett versus Sam Beal. Thought Steiner versus Sam Beal.
There you go.
Finally happening.
Finally getting this match.
The Missouri winner gets the Missouri Waterfall trophy.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I mean, you know, we've been trying to bring JJ in for a while. Same with Sam. Like we both had him booked on 78 weeks later, and you know, shit happens. Stuff doesn't happen the way you want it to. And we finally were able to bring it back around and make it happen. So stoked on that. Very excited for that.
Super happy.
This match.
We were excited to see this at 78 weeks. And so finally getting to see it happen is great, so.
And then also just the possibilities there of either, like, because what we're about to talk about next is that Jeremy Wyatt has already advanced versus Trevor Eon. Mm-hmm. So whoever wins this JJ Garrett versus Sam Beal match, they're facing Jeremy Wyatt on night 2.
Maybe.
Why'd you say maybe?
Well, there's a town hall.
That's how brackets work.
We're gonna move to that. Okay, we're excited for we're excited for Garrett and Beal. I love you trying to go on there, but
maybe, yeah. I see what you're saying here. I
don't know what you have thoughts, and you're a very kind and forgiving man, maybe, but not all of us are because
fuck that guy.
You're looking at the printed graphic, which I know it says that. Yeah. You have all your notes there, which is cool, right? I got it. But as a refresher,
I thought we weren't gonna talk about this. I thought we were gonna move past this. We don't have to
gloss over this.
The embarrassment.
This was announced as part of the card. We kind of have to talk.
In 2022, you bringing up another person's trauma is just really.
It's not. This is about vindication, not trauma.
This is more about justice. We are your castles. Okay. All right.
Okay. We are vengeance.
There we go.
That was a great visual gag for the audio pod.
Yes, it sure was. I was holding my Batman shirt.
There you go.
I kind of have a skull here. I could be Punisher. I was just going for a little Fred Castle action. But no, last show, after Jeremy Wyatt defeated Trevor Eon, which, Trevor Eon, as it was our guy, we were pulling for him hard. But hard fought match, a good match like he always does, to be fair, right? Mm-hmm. Got verbally accosted many times over by Nick Chin's kids, because they're smart. And took his frustration out on our favorite pink-shoed ref, Nick Chin, So he went a little bit far, right? And that was not good. It
didn't stop there, though.
Nope. We thought it was done. He was leaving. And our good friend Chris here decided to hop in as a part of the ownership team and check on one of his referees. Make sure the man's all right. He's got kids, goddammit. Oh my God, he's got kids. And that didn't sit well with Jeremy. He assaulted you in the middle of God and Blip Roasters and everyone in attendance. And actions are going to be dealt. There is a Jeremy Wyatt town hall. I assume nothing's off the table punishment-wise. Are we looking for an apology? Are we looking for a written code of conduct? What are you expecting to have happen? Or is this just we're gonna play this by ear, give the man a chance to defend himself?
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to speak on.
That's fair.
But we are giving a chance to the fans for them to let Wyatt know how they feel about it.
Okay.
He's had a pretty storied history of being combative with the fans, right?
Mm-hmm, I know,
and it's just it got out of hand, and I think that I'm not beyond forgiving the man, but I don't know, he hasn't talked to me,
So he's got to come correct if you're listening. We know you're not, but if you're listening, Wyatt. Gotta come correct. I do know what one fan would say to that. And I'm going to turn to that fan now and ask him, fan, what would you say to that?
And this fan would say, Chris needs to put him in a goddamn lion tamer.
Oh, boy.
That seems like a fair resolution. Anyway.
Or he could stay, and in his next match, the only way he could win is via the Lion Tamer. But the winner of JJ Garrett and Sam Beal could do anything, but the only way he could win is via the Lion Tamer.
That's fantastic.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what. I want to see how this town hall goes, and like, I'm not trying to make it like the company versus Jeremy Wyatt. Like, it's more like the way he's treating the fans and all this.
Right. But
kids are fans.
I mean, it's like, you go after one of the owners, you go after a ref. It's a finable offense. Here's a fine. Don't do it again, right? You do it again, you're fined. Yeah. But yeah, your attitude is the other thing too, right? Especially because Jerry Pro's not known as like, it's not a like complete, it's not a G-rated show by any stretch of the imagination, right? But there are kids, there's families that attend. It is what it is, and whether they're the refs fans or kids or some random kids out there. I mean, shit, I remember at NWL, he made a kid cry in the front row before his match with Oni Lorcan.
What I understand from
Dave
what he was yelling at me in my ear about was that, like, I called him dog water on a Facebook Live. Like, who gives a shit, man? Like, calm down. Like, chill. But whatever. We'll figure out.
So, all right. So everybody in attendance, bring your best ideas for how to punish Mr. Wyatt, because punishment is upon us, and it's going to be good.
And here's the thing. He might not be the champion that we need, but he may be the villain we deserve.
I mean, he has a ticket, and he's already advanced. I can't, we'll see. We'll see what.
Let's see. All right. It's a town hall. It's the spirit of cooperation and democracy. We, as a community, will levy judgment on him.
Yes.
Which
so
means
we're gonna let's just move on. Let's skip the next match for a second, because I do want to talk about the other person who got a bye.
Amazing your shot. You're shockingly amazing your move, saving that match for last. But go forward, please.
Okay.
Wait, which one are you skipping? Oh, I see.
Okay, yeah. So Moonshine Mantell advanced over Kenny because he killed Kenny.
You bastard.
Thank you. So one that sucks, but Moonshine, if he has an opponent potentially for night 2, going Luke Langley versus the one, the only, the real McCoy, Mr. JDX. You know who I'm voting for, obviously.
The D stands for definitely Toast by Fist's pick. No offense, Luke. JDX.
Yes. And there's only one way he can win, and that's with a Chicago crab.
I mean, well, like, I know you guys are just like, well, JDX.
This is right? Jamie. This is Jamie, by the way.
Friend of the show, JDX. I get
it.
Friend of the show. I love Luke Langley too. Luke's amazing. So here's the thing: Luke's fucking great.
We do not mean to disparage Luke. And Luke, I mean, with the singles run he's been going on here, he's gotten even more and even better and better and better and better every time, right? It seems like he keeps showing up. Because, you're a tag wrestler. It takes you a while to find those legs. Even though you might have been wrestling for however long. It takes you a while to find those single legs. He seemed to find them pretty quick, And he is well-deserving of this.
Luke is really good at dropping people on their head.
Brain buster.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty brain buster.
It is. It's beautiful. It is a thing of beauty. I will have to 1,000% agree. But it pales in comparison to the Chicago Crab, the AKA the Lion Tamer.
Yes, Jamie is that broken record, folks.
You know what? I will say this for JDX is he has a lot more to offer than just a Chicago Crab. Like,
that's 100% true.
I know
very,
this.
very talented.
My daughters think he's super attractive too.
Well, he's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man.
So I did want to bring this up. I made a purchase, and they'll already be here by the time this is airing. We are going to wear crab hats for his match.
I talked him into just his match. He wanted me to wear it for the whole night.
No, that seems unnecessary, but that is some commitment to the bit, and I like it.
Of course. You have to stay committed to the bit. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's great. I like that. I'm for it. I'm putting this out in the ether. I don't know if anybody's already thought about this or not. I know we got some real strong nerd vibes out for this show. If you don't know what All Good Things Flow Into the City is from, it is from the classic video game BioShock. Mm-hmm. If anybody shows up at any sort of BioShock dress, I will be very happy. I will just say that.
Very happy.
I will be so happy. I will probably lose my damn mind if you show up dressed as.
I mean, that might get you a drink ticket. Are you guys gonna have? You got a catering license, right? Are you guys gonna have refreshments?
Stuff going on with that we'll announce soon.
Okay.
Well, I guess like by the time this is happening, so they're gonna be. We have yeah. I was gonna say this is released in the week of. We're gonna have a couple themed cocktails and things like that, and some beer as we usually do. Water, soda, that kind of stuff, like normal.
Cool, very good.
Themed cocktails and some beer and.
Any snacks, or is it gonna be a drink bar?
There will be. Food. I will let you know if you need to cut this out or not. Okay.
Okay.
But I am currently talking with Sweet Emotion, the vegan ice cream place, and they are wanting to like have like a table, and serve ice cream. But that is like the only foodish item that we have. For the
all right.
So, but that will change. Like basically, for the first run, we're just getting people involved that have been telling us that they want to be involved, and getting that stuff set up has been trying to like also organize sponsors to come in and sell food and stuff has been not not the priority.
Don't worry.
That's fair.
I was in catering as part of my food service career. I was in food service for a long time before I got into computers and tech and stuff. And so I understand, it's a lot of moving pieces with that there, getting people coming in, especially if they're going to be sponsored and part of it. I understand. So,
yeah. So
but you have the flexibility because you just have an open space with a catering license. You can do anything you want. You just gotta coordinate that and set it up.
As long as the vendor has their stuff,
right?
They have their like cleanliness grades and all that shit.
Yeah. So if we're all good with that, we should have not left. But just in case, if we did have to cut that last section out, welcome back. We're gonna keep going here.
Yeah. All right. So that is the bracket as we know it. So Moonshine will face the winner of JDX Luke Langley. Jeremy Wyatt potentially will face off against the winner of JJ Garrett Sam Beal. Christian Rose, Zicky Dice, winner of that will face either Laney Luck or Vinny Pacifico. And Dak Draper Kaun's winner will face either Darian Bankston or Cody Lane.
So that's 6 matches alone for the tournament, night 1, which is this Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Holy crap. That's a full card in of itself for a lot of shows, right? 6 matches. That's a whole dynamite right there, right?
Yeah.
We got more.
Yeah, let me tell you guys a little story about how hard it is to keep cards small. And I'm not saying we're having like a WrestleMania type length of shit here, but like, good God, just trying to like keep things to like a reasonable time limit and like things like that are it's not as easy as you think it is.
I emphasize. We both took Friday off because it's like there's no way we could get to work. We could do that, but then to go.
Wait, hold on. Do you guys use PTO or do you guys just take off?
Oh, it's a PTO.
Fuck yeah. That's the way to do it.
Getting paid for that
actually,
shit.
I took my floating holiday for my birthday.
Oh, you took your floating? I could have used my floating, but whatever.
So I kept my PTO too.
Yeah, 6 and 1. You know, we're getting paid for it. That's the point.
That's
but yeah, because there would be no day we do a full night of wrestling, then a day's worth of work, and then go to another wrestling show. We would be dead. We would be dead by that second night. So not going to happen. So
absolutely.
So let's finish out night one.
Night one.
So there are still 3 matches I know of left for night one.
Okay, you tell me the ones that you know of, and then I'll.
I think they're night one anyway.
If you announce,
I know for sure.
If you announce Ruby
Shazza
Soho,
McKenzie,
I will shoot myself.
Shazza McKenzie debuting against Gary fucking J.
That's a show.
Like
Shazza's hot as hell right now.
Gary's like the introduction. He just introduces like, hey, like we have somebody new. Let's throw him at Gary and see how they really fucking do. Like that's kind of like the feeling I get, and it's like I'm here for it.
The amount of people that I talk to in wrestling that I like pitch them possibly wrestling with Gary J that are just like, please. I'm like, well, okay, well, you know, like how he works. They're like, yep. I was like, okay. Like, just so we're clear, your chest gonna hurt tomorrow.
As long as we get anything close to approximation of what Masha and Gary was last show, I'm a happy boy. And
that match,
Shazza is so talented. I feel like people are, as a whole, you know, in the greater internet wrestling community, the whole wrestling world, I think they're just now really realizing how good Shazza is. So I think it's awesome time for her to be here, and I think it's an awesome opponent. I mean, that could very well steal the show night one. Could.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's so good. And that was hey, to be incredibly like transparent in how some things happen.
Yeah.
Shazza contacted us. It was like, hey, I'm in the States, like, and I want to come work.
Awesome.
You know, like, it's not like I don't want people to be like, man, Chris is really killing it. You know, like,
yeah, you can take a little bit of that credit. Come on, man.
I want to be clear, like the foundation that Walter and DJ set here is like a big part of why, you know, we could do a lot of these things now.
Well, I'm not giving you all the credit. I'm just saying take a little bit.
Yeah. I see.
But no, regardless, though, I think it's great that, you know, people are recognized, not just marks like us, right? But people, wrestlers, talent is recognizing, you know, what a great thing you guys have built and are building, and kind of with the new vigor with you and Hartzell in there, like we talked about when we first interviewed you guys, met you guys as part of like the announcement of the expansion, you know, is that this just adds more fuel to this fire. You know, now you've got you know. And I think that this is kind of like the fruits of those labors, you know, starting to show across here. All right, let's finish up the card, please. Let's get to the rest of the card.
Sorry, I'm going off on wild tangent. Feel free to cut in.
I'm sorry, I did not have the other match. I thought is a night 2 match. So I only have one more match for night 1. Is that accurate? Because you know which one I'm talking. Okay, so there is another one.
Yeah. So
I'm saving the one.
You're saving the tag team match that you want to save.
Yes. The one.
Save that match.
Yeah.
What's that one? What do you got?
He wants to save it, but I think you have to say what it is, Jamie.
Okay. Hold on a second here.
I'll just say this: it's with some heel shit. That's what I'm saving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you are missing. Well, there's another tag match that you forgot about.
Which one's that?
The Wasteland War Party versus Thumbs and Buns.
Oh, I don't have that. I have them going against the premiere.
That's on this. That's the 6th person. That's the 6th person.
That's night 2. Yeah.
So night one is Heidi and Leon versus Thumbs and Buns.
I'm not gonna. Okay.
I don't have that.
Hold on.
I don't have that.
It was tweeted out. I believe it should have been tweeted out the same time the other one was.
I'm just gonna, and this is gonna be my only real criticism here for you guys here, to be honest with you. Maybe different tinted colors for nights 1 and nights 2 on your graphics.
Copy that.
Because I do see everything looks the same, but there's night 1 and night 2 in little white lettering in the middle.
It doesn't bother me.
So, well, it would have been. I once again, I totally thumbed through that one too because I was like, oh, I saw this one. I already know what that is. I saw the announcement earlier.
You thumbed through it. I must have.
I thought it was somebody just retweeting it because okay. So that's.
You like that?
Or maybe we're just dumb, you know. I mean, it could be that too.
So I have a match that'll already be announced by the time this comes out, but you're not reading it now because it has it at the time of recording. We also have Kenny Alfonso versus GPA.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Everybody's already read that online, and we're just now finding about this because this is a week earlier. And oh my god!
What? Oh man, I've been wanting to see that match because GPA is so good.
I mean, I thought Kenny Alfonso was maybe he's booked somewhere else. That's why we hadn't seen him yet in a match. So that
it's also like a lot of this is tournament involved. You know,
he's not in the tournament because he lost.
Not 100%. You know, like it's just
Could he replace Jeremy Wyatt if Jeremy Wyatt gets the act?
There's a town hall where we can present these things, Jamie. So we might have to present some things.
Can we get a microphone? Can we say what we want to say?
Oh Jesus Christ!
There's going to be a microphone in the ring with Walter, and Hartzell will be walking around with the other one.
He's gonna make sure he
Hartzell, fair warning. Jamie is going to stalk you as the. He is literally going to track you down and just be your shadow until
light stalking. It's fine.
Just until you get what you want, and then you leave him alone.
So yeah, then to round out the card at an even 10. What's that? What's that tag match you wanted to talk about there, Jamie?
Speaking of 10, this match is a 10. Dave Meltzer's already called me. He's already given it 27 stars.
All right.
Is this happening in Japan? Oh my god.
I know, right? If it's in Japanese soil, he still would hate it. No, this is none other than our favorite tag team, the Howlets, Hoodie and Anaya, going against Bussy.
What the fuck?
And for those who don't know who Bussy is, one, I'm sorry.
Look
you
at
should shame yourself.
Or do Google it. Buff did. Buff found out what it was.
But that's Allie Catch and Effy.
Daddy! Yes! And I love me some Howlets, but that's going to be real tough for me in that match because I love Effy too.
When I saw this match, my head just went like legit the dude from Scanners. Like,
just exploded in a billion pieces in Viscera.
I mean, this
is... It was amazing.
Pretty much Jamie's dream booking come true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they
100%.
If there's 4 lion tamers in the match, Jamie might just melt in front of us all and become, an amorphous blob because that'll be it. He's done.
There will be no lion tamers in this match. It'll just be pure brutality. And I'm
well, for those of you who are not in the fall, you talked about Dak and Kaun a little bit ago, and similar thing here because both Anaya and Hoodie have on singles matches in Lucha Libre and Laughs fought against Effy. I think Anaya fought Allie.
Yes.
I don't know if Hoodie fought her in singles or not, but I know Anaya did. So. But anyway, so there's lots of intermingled, but I don't think we've seen Bussy versus Howlets.
Never happened.
So
until
we will now.
28th of April.
2 days away, folks.
Tickets now.
Tickets now. Or you know what? And I'm also hyping this shit up too because we also have a Twitch superstar on the show. If you can't make the show, follow us on Twitch.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Watch the show, Journey to Anarchy on Twitch, twitch.tv/Journey to Anarchy. Watch the show on Twitch. Zicky is also going to be hosting the show on Twitch.
Oh.
So we'll have even more people watching, but if you can't make the shows, Like if you're from out of town or what have you.
You live in Seattle or something, right? Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Now is Zicky gonna co-host it on his channel or?
Yes.
Sweet. So all that stuff's down below, by the way. Links for everything. I'll Journey to Anarchy. You see their stuff right there on your graphic, but we'll have all links down below. Definitely give a follow to everybody as well. Follow Effy while you're on there. If nothing else, Effy's Monday night, his Monday Not Raw playings of like random independent wrestling matches with his commentary over the top is worth the price of admission by far.
I will also. I'm going to put over something too that maybe people haven't seen on Twitch that is also very good. I believe it's on like every other Thursday. Ron Funches on his channel does Get High Watch Wrestling. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
with the main commentator from GCW. That name is escaping me right now. But they do.
They get high and watch wrestling.
It's fucking hilarious, and just they'll them and whoever the guest is like picks matches from YouTube, and they just toss them up and watch them, and it's great. I saw a lot of matches I would have never seen before. I saw this really awesome match between Joey Janela and Leo Rush ladder match on there, and it was fantastic.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I remember.
Yeah, it's when Leo Rush went Blackheart.
Oh, that's so good.
Which is basically just his version of Finn Balor's Demon, but it's still great. It was awesome.
I've seen. There's so many. It's a great way because there's a lot out there, right? You know, these are great ways to kind of connect with them. So definitely check them out. But for sure, if you can't make it in person, and I can't believe it took us this long to get to that plug. Thank you, Chris, being as the ownership, make sure to plug the right things. But no, definitely, can't make it or you're a cheapskate. Okay. Journey to Anarchy or on Zicky Dice's channel, which I don't know off the top of my head, but will be linked down below. Go watch them. Give a follow Journey to Anarchy because there's a lot more stuff besides that. You can see replays of things on there. There's, all their shows. They live stream now them as they're happening. So definitely worth your while to give them a follow for sure. Subscribe if you want, but definitely follow.
Yes, and
yes, please.
Yes,
do it.
So that's all night one. And then, of course, we have night two. We have the remnants. We have the final rounds of the tournament. So whomever wins in that, you'll have the semifinals. And just to kind of blow through it real quick here, because we've already kind of talked about the matches, and we don't know who's going to be in what. But Moonshine takes on the winner of JDX versus Lake Longley. Jeremy Wyatt, right now, takes on the winner of JJ Garrett, Sam Beal. And then the winner of those two semifinals or quarterfinals meet in the semis, with the winner going to the championship round. Christian Rose, Zicky Dice, winner there, faces off against Laney Luck and Vinny Pacifico's match. So those two winners will meet. And then you have Dak Draper versus Kaun, meeting the winner of that meets the winner of Darren Bankston and Cody Lang. And the winner of those two matches then meets to go to the championship round. So you'll have quarters, semis, and a championship round, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches as part of the tournament in night two, with a title, which I have high hopes for this strap. I'm just saying. As much as DJ's talked it up to me over the months, I have very high hopes for this strap. So I don't want to be spoiled by it, but I'm excited to see it. So somebody on night two will walk away the Journey Pro. Is it Journey Pro Champion, Journey Pro World Champion, Journey Pro Heavyweight Champion? Can you give us that? Just a Journey Pro Champion. Okay.
Perfect.
Didn't know how many words we were throwing in there.
Let's do this before we get into the rest of the card. Since we have the understanding of the bracket, let's play a little bracketology. Who do you think's gonna take it down, JJ? Obviously, Chris can't really. I mean, he could have a vote.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Okay,
that's another segment.
So we got Moonshine, we got Jeremy. I'm picking JDX to beat Luke. No, I mean I love you, Luke, but JDX is a friend of the show. He's a friend of ours, but and it'd be a really odd barbecue lunch that we're going to on Friday if I don't pick him at least once. So I'm picking JDX to go advance. Jeremy Wyatt, Sam Beal, JJ Garrett. I mean, that is up in the air, but something tells me I gotta stick with my JJs. JJ solidarity. I'm going with Garrett. So it'll be Garrett versus Wyatt, which is a match we have seen before. And then JDX and Moonshine. And I want to say the semis will see a rematch of another match we have seen, JDX and Jeremy Wyatt. I think that will happen. And
you think he's going to beat Moonshine?
I think JDX will beat Moonshine. I don't want to say that there could potentially be a Kenny Alfonso sighting. I'm just saying. It could be. We don't know. But I think regardless, JDX is good enough to beat Moonshine. And I just see that for some reason my eyes drawn to that. I think JDX, Jeremy Wyatt in the semis. I think that'll happen. On the other side, love me some Zicky Dice, but Christian Rose has been on a tear, right? He's been on a mission. He's gone through the whole thing with Gary J, the ups and the downs and all this stuff. Shug D, all those things. I feel like Christian's hitting the strides at the right time, So I'm picking Christian to advance past Zicky. I think that Vinny is a fantastic, fantastic talent. But Laney Luck is right now on the top of her game, just like Christian. I think she's
so hot right now.
So hot. Oh, my God. So I think Laney Luck advances. And then on the bottom, I really like Darian Bankston. I love what he's got going on. I think Darian Bankston's going to go forward. And, this one, Dak Draper and Kaun is so tough for me because... Dak Draper, we've known for a while. We've been seeing him for years now, and since we go into NWL shows, and Kaun is, I really think it'll be Dak Draper though. So I think Dak Draper, Darren Bankston. I think you're gonna see Bankston though get the upset on Dak and go off against Christian Rose in the semis. So my championship is going to be Christian Rose, Jeremy Wyatt. Christian Rose is your inaugural Journey Pro champion.
Wow. I could be further from you.
What's yours?
Come at me. That's my card.
I will paraphrase.
For what it's worth, I had one team in the Elite Eight, then the 0 Final Four correct. So I'm just saying.
I had 2 of the Final Four in there, and I had half of the championship game in there. I had KU in there. I just didn't have him winning. I had him losing to Gonzaga. Anyway, so I think Christian Rose is gonna beat Zicky. Though I think it's gonna be a very good match. I do agree with you. Laney Luck is going to beat Vinny Pacifico because Laney is like on top of her game right now.
So hot right now.
Yes. Thank you.
You did it to me twice. You did it once.
Okay. I know it's we got to. Anyway, Dak Draper is going to win against Kaun. Darian Bankston is going to win against Cody Lane. I have Christian Rose beating Laney as well. I have Dak Draper beating Bankston though, and I have Dak Draper coming out of the what should I call
East?
that?
The East?
The pro side of the bracket, and then on the Journey side of the bracket, we will have Moonshine Mantel going against JDX, obviously right there. Jeremy Wyatt will in fact be able to fight. And he will have to do a Lion Tamer in order to advance. He'll be going against none other than Thought Steiner himself and JJ Garrett. I do see him advancing. I do see Jeremy Wyatt advancing against JJ Garrett, and he will face off against Moonshine Mantel. I do feel like Moonshine will unfortunately beat our boy JDX because of Joe Vi's interference, because that's what Joe Vi does. But I do see Moonshine actually advancing here, and it's gonna be Moonshine versus Dak.
Moonshine Dak.
And I do see the first ever Journey Pro champion as Dak Draper.
Oh, okay. So we got both of our picks are coming from the pro side or the east side, whatever.
Right
you know.
side of the bracket, the left side of the bracket.
So we're both picking. So Christian Rose for JJ, Dak Draper for Jamie. Both those matches we'd love to see. You know, I mean, Christian Rose, Jeremy Wyatt. I know we've seen that before back at Kansas Hall. I feel like. Probably Kansas Hall. Maybe it was in the NWL. I'm pretty sure we saw it at Kansas Hall. But then, of course, Moonshine versus Dak. Yes, please give me some of that. I mean, you really can't go wrong no matter how you slice this. If you get like Darren Bingston goes on a tear, you know, he's well deserved. I said he's been rising in the ranks of wrestling. He can make a run. It's crazy about a tournament. All you need is that one break, right? You know, or a favorite. You know, somebody like Moonshine, maybe he tweaks his knee on the first move, and then, you know, who knows? Anything could happen. So interesting to see.
I do like your Kenny Alfonso thought, because that could push JDX over. Obviously, we're on the JDX train, so if that doesn't happen,
I'm trying not to be super biased on this, but I'm just thinking about what might happen. Kenny Alfonso, we know, has a match night 1. We don't know if he's got anything night 2 yet. At least at the time of this recording, we don't. So he'll be around. I'm just saying. Could be. Mm-hmm. And the kicker is, whoever holds that belt will have earned it. Yes. Greg Jovi aside. Will have earned it, because that second night, they will have to have won 3. They'll have to pull the Chris Jericho, a Jerichoian feat, by getting 3 victories in one night. So.
Chris Jericho, that's a great reference. You know what Chris Jericho's finisher was?
Do that. Okay.
It's a goddamn lion tamer. JDX is winning it. I'm calling it now. That's it. Thank you. JDX champ now. If I can just do it. Doing it.
Before we do this really quick.
Okay.
Can I get a minute?
Of course you can. Please.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
I'll be right back.
Oh God.
I don't know what he's got going on here, but this
is scary.
Is he going to show us the strap? You think he'll show us the strap?
Oh my God! If he shows us a strap, I might lose it.
For those of you listening,
actually lose it.
For those of you listening, thank you for sticking around with us here. Chris just ran out of the room to grab something. We don't know what it is. It's probably a good time to tell you that if you want, go to our YouTube. You can watch this happen in real life, because we don't know what the hell's happening here.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to us, helps us out a lot. And also, go to our website of TotalSpotFest.com. Get your merch.
Get your merch. Right. Get your heel shit shirt. What you got?
Plug that stuff. No, I just had to.
You just had to go get a beer. We thought you were.
We hyped it up, ladies and gentlemen. He brought a Miller Lite.
He brought back a Miller Lite Tall Boy. That's right.
Well, Daddy needed his medicine.
You made it sound like you had to go get something important to show us. Like there's some notes, or they're like you're gonna give us the belt or something. We're like, oh, there's a surprise coming, and we oversold it like a son of a bitch. Okay.
Nothing to show off. I don't think.
All right. Nope. No, nothing to do. Nothing to do. All right. So more to come. Other matches happening night 2. Just FYI, we already made mention of it. So the Wasteland War Party. Max won't be there, but you have Austin Reddick taking her spot, you know, in the War Party versus the full premiere. That's with some quad father action. 6-person tag match. You've also
sounds like maybe that was a replacement. Like maybe there was somebody in that match before, in the before time.
It very well could have been.
Yeah,
but according to what the announced card was, that's what we got.
You're just saying that Max could make it. Max.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's confirmed? Stuff happens. You know,
hard subject to change, folks. But we caught it plenty of time, and Austin's a great replacement. So that's going to be fantastic. And then
I'm very excited to see him and Leon's interactions.
I am too.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh my God, that's going to be gold.
Yeah,
very entertaining. Then you've also got night 1 got the the heart-stopping announcement, at least for Jamie's heart, about Howitz versus Bussy, right? So we finally get it. What?
We should save this one. Let's save this one.
Okay, all right, we'll save this one.
I know where you're going, and we should. That one's save that one.
Okay. All right.
There's, at least I think I know where you're going with it. Are you referencing the next heel shit match? Or you announced we're about to talk about the big one?
The big one.
I was going to talk about the singles match.
Yeah. Wait, hold that one. Save
okay.
it. Because I have another thing to announce for night 2 as well. So, do the tag, and then I'll announce that other one, and then we can get to the big.
All right, Jamie, you want to do that?
The night 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sorry,
have
didn't
any.
I don't think even. I don't see that once again.
I don't have night 2 Howlets.
What?
I don't see night 2.
Oh, that might not be.
One.
Oh, okay. So here you go. This is why all this messed up.
See, you have all the answers. We only have part of them.
Happening. Like I'm like, oh, these are happening. You guys know, and it's because this comes out a week before. Anyway,
right.
So I'll do. Let me get some work in here before.
Hey, Chris, is there anything else you want to announce that's maybe already been announced to the public, but maybe we don't know yet because we recorded this in advance?
Yeah, actually, yes.
All right.
So we have Howlets, your brothers in heel shit.
# heel shit.
Versus Thumbs and Buns.
Which...
So there's been some stuff going on.
I mean, Micah is definitely Howlett fan number 1. Well, he thinks he's number 1. 3, but,
Yeah, you guys, yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really like that development there, because Thumbs and Buns had a little tiff. We'll just put it that. They had a little argument, and then Micah was out there recording the Howlets and painting on
And for what it's worth, Fowler's trying to rope him back in. So I mean, he hasn't given up on him, or has he? Because he seemed mad.
They're tagging now, so we'll see.
There's some frustration there betwixt them. So.
Ooh. All right, here's a good one because this I know for a fact hasn't been announced yet.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I have a 6-person eliminator.
But I am only going to scramble.
Yes, like an eliminator scramble type situation. I'm going to give you 4 of the people. Okay, and the other 2 will be mysteries.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh.
That sounds like a fun little tease.
I like me some mysteries.
Dallas Cade.
Let's go, Dallas.
GPA, or as I first saw it in my brain, GPAW.
He is old.
There's a GPAW. There's a GPAW chant coming now.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Chris. You did this.
You brought it on.
McKenzie and Alley Catch.
Oh my goodness!
See, I would pay money just to see Shazza and Allie go at it, but my God,
that's 4 other 2 mysteries.
Mysteries. Ooh,
that's the mystery.
Bringing Ruby Soho in.
Wow.
Ruby.
And then now I guess you can go after your.
Okay. The other match that I really want to know those mysteries are. So we'll try and see if we can't get anything from him. Probably.
If
not,
only you knew who they were.
I would like to know. I would like to.
There's still there's got to be something else out there. There's
an ace up the sleeve somewhere. And
ace up the sleeve, Ace Austin. I'm just kidding. That'd be bonkers.
You need to control your narrative over there, Jamie. Okay, so look what I did.
Wait,
I'm slapping my leg. My leg.
Austin doesn't control his narrative, does he?
Hey, it took me this long to actually make a control your narrative joke. I avoided it all the way everywhere. That was literally my first one.
My heart dropped for a second.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He does super kicks. He's not allowed. He does tope suicidas and does super kicks. He's not allowed it.
Yeah, he's not allowed.
Okay. So the other big match on night 2. Now, everything you mentioned about for night 1 for one of the participants in this match, I think is just even more amplified for what we're going to be getting, because this is just like some of the components we had for night 1. This match alone is a dream match, at least for me. I know I'm not gonna speak for everybody out there.
Yeah, it's high on my list.
I think for Jamie, I was gonna say for Jamie, it's very high on the list as well. But definitely a dream match for me to see in person, 10 feet from my face. Effy versus Gary J.
It just sounds beautiful when you say it out loud.
Great.
Everything is beautiful. Stiff Robo Ginger versus Daddy. I mean, thanks for coming. That's all we got, guys. I mean,
utter silence. Did you see Effie's tweet?
I did.
Which one?
Hey Gary, want to smash?
Yes, I love that one.
Oh
my god, yeah, that was perfect, Effy.
I mean, Gary don't give a fuck, and this is gonna be a thing. I mean, Gary. First of all, Effy's got to go with Team Bussy, against the Howlets night before, and Gary's got Shazza, which is that's gonna be a strong ass match
no easy
too.
match either,
so
yeah.
I mean. But I just think they're going to have something. Both of those men have that, extra reserve left in that tank. So I feel confident that this match is going to slap like a son of a bitch. It's going to be so good. I am so amped for it. Of all the matches, this is definitely one of the ones that's high on my list of want to see, and I'm getting to see it at Journey Pro. Thank you, Chris.
And for those who have not seen Effy live, you are in for a fucking treat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I have to drop an F-bomb like that because it is that impactful. He is that damn good live. He is so special. He is so damn good.
Did you guys get a chance to see the Zicky's Outlandish Paradise 2 at all?
I did. I didn't watch it live. I was working, so I watched it as soon as I got off of work.
Did you see how he submitted Mike Bailey?
I did. Yes, it was. You didn't see that match, right, Jamie?
No, I did not. Unfortunately.
So him and Mike Bailey, which is a fantastic match. It was a submission match, which Effy's
Mike
not
Bailey in a submission match.
Mike Bailey definitely. Effy in a submission match though. It's not his forte.
He is a sub.
True. At one point in time, he was doing a match, and I love this spot. So he was doing this hold on him, and he was doing it wrong. And Mike's sitting there like, no, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like this. And he goes, oh, like this and this. And he cranks down. And fantastic. But he won with a... I mean, how would you describe... I'm trying to think of a way that you could describe
it. Like a reverse Sacco?
Yeah.
He did this earlier in the match as well, but as you know, Mike Bailey wrestles in bare feet.
Oh yeah.
Foot inserted into mouth.
First of all, there was plenty of foot licking.
It was amazing.
I think he meant to tap like, oh my god, what is that? But he tapped.
Get this in the mouth here.
It might have tickled him, mile what, but he tapped. And Effy won a submission match via the toe sucker.
That's so gross.
It was incredible.
It was very gross. This guy who was like as a guy who's not into feet in that manner at all. It was very disgusting, but hilarious.
Tarantino was so excited.
Very, very excited.
There's a portion of the match where Mike Bailey put a chair on top of...
I love that. That was great.
And he did like a camel clutch. So it's like one of those rigid chairs that doesn't fold. It's just like a rigid chair. And he like did like a camel clutch with like he like wrapped his legs around Effy's arms that were sticking out,
and then sat on the chair and kind of just held it up in the air. It was good
on Effy's head, like against the chair. It was great. I was like, man, this is fun. This is pro wrestling.
And for those of you who haven't watched it, you can go to Zicky Dice's Twitch, watch that. There actually was a match that was sponsored by one of our favorite local promotions, maybe the one that we're talking to right now, as a matter of fact. Just saying. So anyway, I'm sure there's going to be more surprises and more things out there. Night 2 is a lot to be determined because of the tournament. We know this, right?
Yeah.
But fear not, those of you who have bought tickets and maybe you're unsure, should I go one or two? You should go to both. But I will say, night 2 is where you're getting a champion crowned, regardless, and you're getting Effy versus motherfucking Gary J. But night 1, you're getting Bussy in full versus the Howlett. So, I mean, the easiest solution is just to go to both nights, right?
That's what we're doing.
We're
going to be there. Come find us.
Rest up after night 1 so that you're fully prepared for night 2.
Yeah, because night 2 is going to be redonkulous.
So let's talk real brief here. A couple other things, Jamie, do you have anything else about the show you want to talk about, or do you want to get to?
Yes, I have one last thing. Buy your goddamn tickets now. JourneyProKC.com.
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
Look at this guy.
Right.
Real promoter.
And I have one extra crab hat. One extra crab hat for JDX's match where he's stamping it now. Put Mark Shadrama's stamp. He's winning via the Chicago Crab. Got an extra crab hat. Come find us.
Nope.
You can wear it.
Comment down below. Best comment gets the crab hat. Yeah, say you want the crab hat.
Or that. Which match are you most excited to see and why?
There you go. All right. So, it's been a long road to get here. I know that we survived the pandemic, right? We talked about that a lot. Survived the pandemic. Started going up Blip Roasters, and after Walter had some health things coming on. Then you and Hartzell joined the fray, and the four of you become the Fantastic Four of Kansas City wrestling. You get to be Johnny Blaze, and I don't know.
I was thinking more of the Four Horsemen of Journey Apocalypse.
Woo! Yeah, and moving on now, we got our own place, moving into your own facility, a much bigger place where we got more freedom to move about. The wrestling school has started. It is going well from everybody's accord on that. So a bunch of great things. I know you guys done a ton of work. You pretty much haven't slept for a week and a half from what you've been telling us here.
That's not well.
Okay, but a little bit to sleep, but getting everything ready to go. So, talk a little bit about that, because I know that there's a downside to that we're gonna get to in a second. But talk a little bit about what you're excited to see for with the new arena, the new place. Kind of this next, if you would, next phase of Journey Pro. Give us some thoughts about the new place and everything.
Yeah. What we have with Agnus is it's the seed of potential. It is like when you see it, it may not be the prettiest looking thing you've ever seen in your life, but the potential of what it will be and what we will make it is what gets me really excited. What we have. No indie promotion that I know of has this or comes close to having this. So I'm excited for what the future looks like. I'm excited for us to finally crown a Journey Pro champ.
Yes. Long time coming.
I'm excited for the fans. I'm excited for, it's still my favorite, anything that's happened is the photo after Kenny beat KLD. That photo and that feeling I got when that happened. that is like, that's what it's about. Like when everybody lost their minds, like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd was going nuts.
Yeah,
That's what it's about. So like, I'm excited about the fans finally getting a place they deserve, and like the future of Journey Pro. These trainers, Hoodie and Mantell, what they're gonna bring, and all the guys that come and help out, and what that's gonna mean for the future of wrestling in Kansas City and the future of Journey Pro.
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, sorry to get super serious.
I know. I'm like amped. I'm like ready to go. Well, first you started talking about the building. I had not much to look at, this and that. And it's like you were talking about my dating life, but I
was like, when you started talking, I'm like, did you talk to my parents? Because that's how they used to describe me.
That's why I'm single. No, I think you're right though. I'm super pumped for it. I'm super pumped for you guys, despite the fact that, and I am a very proud Missourian. Okay, be that as it may. And all three of us, actually, we live in the state of Missouri. We pay taxes to the state of Missouri.
Jesus.
But I want to talk about this, and if nothing else, I understand. But a little over 2 weeks ago, the Missouri Athletic Commission, in their infinite wisdom, had that's not even the right words, but with their authority, had reached out to promoters of MMA, professional wrestling, karate, combat sports, all the ilk, right? Boxing, and let them know about some increases to stuff going on. Okay? All right. So what did they say? So the letter that was released and leaked out, I don't remember who released it out, who uploaded it to the internet, but quickly made the rounds. Said that it's going to be $150 per event. There's also going to be increase in licenses, 25% increase in licenses. I think for second license it was a 30% increase from like $20 to $30 or whatever it was, something like that. Blood work was supposed to be done like through like one certified doctor, and it's like there's no insurance involved with it, and that's a racket. And then the kicker being that on top of the fee charge, right? So they charge you $150 for an event, right? Which I understand. You want to do an event. Here's your fee for the permit. Here's your fee. That's your event fee, right? Also going to charge what they do already, which is apparently 5% of ticket revenue. And in addition to that, $1 for every ticketed or sold or comped ticket to that event. And you had to go through all this rigmarole to get there. And then they had the gall. This is the part that really gets me. I know that all this gets you, Chris, but this is the part that really gets me. They explained it instead of just being like, that's the way it is. We're the commission, okay, all right. It's bureaucratic, it's bullshit, but at least, then they had the gall to see like, well, we had to do this because, we had to cover our expenses of our office. Like you
justify our existence.
Yeah. So basically, just to justify our existence and make sure that we employ everybody we can. Forget the fact that most of you barely survived, and who is around was lucky to have survived over the last 2.5 years, right? But to make sure we keep our cushy, comfortable houses and jobs, we gotta charge you guys out the ass. Do you want to say anything about this? Let me ask you that first.
I want to say a lot of things and a lot of things that I probably can't say. But what I will say is a thing that is said in that letter or that email to everyone that says we had a really hard COVID was really hard on us. We didn't make a lot of money during that time, so we're trying to make up the shortfall. It's like, yeah, no shit. What else do you think? Do you think wrestling promotions were just crushing it during that time? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you just think we have the expendable, and it's not just us. It's boxing and MMA and like these other combat sports. Like
child karate tournaments is involved in that, from what I read
literally
too.
think they saw the Royal Rumble happen, but we need to make more money off of that, and that's what they're doing. But what they're doing is, what they neglect to see here is that as soon as AEW or WWE sees they have to pay like another $45,000 to run a show there,
they're not going to come.
Guess what? They're not going to fucking run the show there.
Right.
They're going to skip it.
It is that simple. It really is.
Like, and the real problem is like companies like ours, like Journey Pro and some of these other like slightly larger promotions will be fine, right? Sure. But it's not just us that exist in this world of promotion. The like companies that charge like they're like, you know, in like Cape Girardeau or wherever, and they charge like $5 for you to come see wrestling.
Yeah. Wrestling it.
This makes them almost for sure fold, because the percentage of $5 that is away is like insane. It's like, I don't understand. I just don't understand how they think this is going to make them money. This is not going to make them money. This is going to make, they're going to lose money. Like, as soon as an AEW show or a WWE show doesn't run here because of that, they're not going to do it. No. You think GCW is like, yeah, let's come run in Kansas City or St. Louis now?
Not now.
No.
Yeah.
They're not anymore.
No. Like, you know, a Revolver could probably come, but they won't come now with that. I mean, yeah.
How many promotions started in St. Louis proper and now run in Illinois?
A lot of them. I think
they already do it because it's already a problem. Like, this commission.
Yeah.
We did not elect these people. Who are these people?
They're bureaucrats. They're appointed bureaucrats is what they are. I grew up in Jeff City. I know very well. I probably know some of these people, honest to God. I probably went to high school.
I mean, it's a very, like, seriously, the commission is a very, 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 very small team.
Oh, yeah.
And they all are. The whole thing is, I honestly feel really bad for one person in that office that's probably just having to do all the work now. But yeah, it's who's getting emailed and being told or asked what the hell is this?
Oh, don't feel too bad for them. I know exactly how those offices work.
And those offices, like, emails and stuff are public. Like,
they don't look at them. They don't look at them.
If you email from a government email, that is not private. That's why that is everywhere. That's why everyone has seen that.
Yep.
Is because that is not private. Like, because you did it from a government email, like, everybody can see that.
Here's my take on it. Okay, so I don't have a dog in this fight necessarily, right? You know, I'm not an owner or investor or a membership partner of any wrestling organization. So as somebody who is a fan and friend of, this is the way that I take it. I'm kind of thinking about this on a broader picture. Okay. All right. You're having trouble. You're not making the revenue you did because you have a downfall. So is everybody else, right? Everybody else. So A, get over it. B, okay, so you want to bump maybe the fee. Okay, so instead of being this, it's going to be $200. It's going to be $250 for the show, right? Okay. All right, you bump the fee, right? That's usually what happens. Inflation happens. You know, what cost you $100 to put on a show now costs you $200, right? You don't need to do the additional. You're just getting greedy. I think you're
plus the dollar ahead, is
right? 5% on top of that is greedy, and then the dollar on top of that, that is just that's Scrooge McDuckian. You know, it's like you need to back. It's like, you know, if you want to bump like the per event fee, cool, bump that a little bit. You know, you got, like you talked about, like that's gonna. small promotions, little promotions in Springfield and Cape, and somebody wants to get going, and like, good luck seeing a show in Columbia or Jeff City anytime soon. Kirksville, well, you might as well drive up to Des Moines, right? And you got promotions that are just kind of getting going here. The Grendel Wrestling, right, over there in downtown St. Louis. Fantastic location, right in the middle of downtown St. Louis. They're not going to be there next show, and they're named after the theater that they're supposed to be performing out of.
Let's see what let's just.
So I feel like you could have made more money in a better way, just bumping the fee and leaving it at that, right? Because a fee raise you can justify, right? Okay, it cost me $300 instead of $150 this time, whatever, right? But the surcharge on top of a surcharge is that's just greedy. That's just stupid.
So let's say,
we're going to math land.
Let's say it says here that the Grandel Theater is 600 capacity. So let's say they sell that out.
That's about right. Yeah.
$600 a head. $600 a head. 5%. Let's say, I'm not sure what they're selling tickets for that for, but let's say
let's say $20. Let's say $20. I'm sure they're around there 20, 25 if I remember right. Maybe 30, but say $20.
So that's 12,000. Okay. So we already minus 600 from that. Okay. We're at 11,400. So out of the 12 though, we also have to take 5%.
Right, which would be another 6,000. No, 600.
No,
600.
Yeah, another 600.
Decimals are hard.
There's $1,200 are gone.
Off the top.
The $1,200 are gone.
If the promotion pays for licenses or blood work, which I don't know if they not many will, but
some do. Some do.
There's another.
Let's roughly say. Let me take a look at this. Well, I don't want to give anything away. Let's just
don't dive too deep into it. But just saying,
I would say that half of the money left over, roughly, is going to town and other production expenses and things like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
you got to rent that space,
and whatever the rental fee is for the building.
Grendel Theater's not cheap. That's a prime theater right in the middle of downtown, right?
How are these companies supposed? Like, I'm confused on exactly how they think these companies that are just going to continue to pay them are supposed to survive. If you're just,
they haven't thought about that. They haven't thought about that. They haven't thought about that one bit. Don't care. They don't care. And I think if you live in Missouri and you pay taxes in Missouri, I think it'd behoove you to send an email, send a Facebook chat, give a call, something to your state representative. A lot of times we get so caught up. You see petitions and change.org and all this stuff for your local, contact your senator and contact your U.S. congressman. And we all know that Washington is all about partisan politics, which we're not getting into. This is a government organization. This is a state level government office. That means that if they're doing stuff, they can be persuaded and changed by legislature without having to go through all the rigmarole of writing bills and all that shit. Maybe we should get a bill. Maybe we can get a friendly state senator to sponsor a bill that we can put through there protecting professional wrestling, boxing, MMA. I mean, Kansas City has a glorious history of Golden Gloves, right? It's a long-standing history in this city. Mm-hmm. Is that in jeopardy now? Is that going to go to KCK?
Like, do you not think that the city, like, millions of dollars were made by the city of Dallas for WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that every city in Missouri, or like at least, Kansas City and St. Louis would love to have something like that?
Yeah.
That makes it impossible for that to happen.
I mean, and really it's petty.
Impossible.
It's petty bullshit that you're basically negating the thought process of that happening for some petty bullshit for pennies.
like a UFC card is not happening in St. Louis or in Kansas City.
Nope.
It's just not happening
ever again.
No.
Like it's not like
not gonna happen.
When you show them what they have to pay, they're gonna be like, "Why? What for? What reason?
Like,
what are you offering? What are you doing for us?"
So, Jamie, I know we kind of been going at this here, and you've been biding your time there patiently. I kind of gave my thoughts on it, solution. What are your thoughts on the matter?
Mine is actually pretty simple. This is a classic situation where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Kind of seems like the MO for the United States at this very moment with inflation, gas prices, everything like that, right? I feel like this is just another one of the muscles of I don't care about the American public getting flexed. That muscle getting flexed again. I feel that this is just another point where our government has failed us, and the fact that they don't really give a shit about who we are. They just care about their party agenda or making money. That's it. They don't give a shit about you and I or anybody else.
Like Walter said in the tweet, he said, "We need to make money so that we can be the office that makes money." It's like, what? Like the whole purpose of them is to take money, is to like make money, but they need to make more money so that they can make the money.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's just it's frustrating.
Not even a government-funded office, so they said themselves they only survive off of what we give them, and it's starting to be like, well, what? Why do I need to be? What are we paying for specifically?
I mean, yeah. So my solution, like I said, if you live in Missouri, you're a taxpayer in the state of Missouri. Call your local senator, call your state representative, state congressperson, whomever. Give them a letter, give them a Facebook comment, send them an email, give them a call, put pressure on them, express this concerns, because this affects a lot of people, little people, right? And it's a simple thing, If you want to get a couple extra bucks, there's a way you can do it without gouging out the little guy. But that's not what they're doing. So
I just they were like, we did 200 events this year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, brother, that number's going down.
Way down. Way down.
Like that number's going down. You ain't getting higher now.
Yeah.
Like you ain't making more money.
And for those of you that might be those of you might be critical and like, oh well, the big guys don't care. It's just dropping the bucket to them. And I'm like, well, okay, look at Royal Rumble. That's at least $50,000, $45,000 alone for that extra charge on top of what they already had to pay the state. And WWE pays for all those blood tests, pays for all those licenses, pays all the other fees that go along. Yeah.
It's
a lot of money, but it's not so insignificant. They're going to be like, oh, we don't care. They care. They do care.
Talk about a silly arbitrary rule that I know has been talked about on the podcast before by Walter specifically. In the state of Missouri, you can fight in MMA or boxing at the age of 15 years old. You can get punched in the head for money, but you cannot professionally wrestle. I mean, until you are 18 years old.
It's dumb. And they have tournaments for junior karate and junior boxing, right? Which those are now in danger. I mean, let's be honest. So
anyway, I'm gonna start saying stuff I shouldn't. So let's
end on a happy note. because like we said, this sucks. This is not good. Yes, it came right after you guys secured a lease at your new building in Missouri, right? Because it's nice and centralized there. But
even if they communicated, hey, we're thinking about doing this.
Right. Let's have a period to talk about it. Cool, right? Let's work together. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Don't worry, government offices are great at that. See FDA and vaping. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But I said, I have faith that we can, as a community, we can band together, we can make our opinions known. And I think at the end of the day, hopefully before too many little guys get squeezed out, we can draw enough attention to get them to changes. It's already raised some eyebrows, I know, online. And, prominent people outside of Missouri are definitely taking note of that. Does that translate to getting it corrected? I don't know yet. It's too soon. But like I said, we're effective.
Doing everything we can to make sure that that happens. Something that's been like pretty vocal, like in our ownership group, is since we've been around, is like, hey, some of this stuff with the commission needs to change because it's pretty, feels like a lot of this stuff was written down in the 50s.
Right. So, like I said, this is your time, and it's like, I know that they're not directly elected politicians or officials or anything like that nature, but they are a governmental office and they can be pressured upon much easier from our legislature. So, yeah, if you want to get the wheels of democracy moving, contact your state senator, your state representative, your local representative. Call the mayor's office in your town. Call somebody, Hey, voices do matter. As much as people like to be negative about politics and this and that in America, right? And this isn't necessarily a political thing, but, it kind of is the purpose of why we have government, to make sure stuff like this gets checked. Checks, balances. Well, let's be the balance. Let's get this sorted. And let's have a great fucking time on Thursday and Friday because Journey Pro's 2-night extravaganza grand opening of the Agnus. 13th and Agnus. All good things of the earth. God damn it. I knew I was going to do that. Good. It should be the full thing, right? Why was that removed? It just
it doesn't sound as good.
Okay, all right.
All good things flow into the city.
All good things flow into the city. For those who don't know, the full thing is all good things of the earth flow into the city. But anyway,
the first thing you see is you are in the pod entering rapture. That is the words you see.
Right. So all good things flow in the city. 2-night shows going on. First bell at 7:00 both nights. Is that right?
Yeah, 7:00-ish, right around there,
give or take.
Or is it 6:30?
6-ish.
Right in there. Yep.
Plenty of parking around the area.
Parking map. You'll, as of this, you all will all know all that.
Yep. So plenty of parking, all that stuff. By the time this is released, everything is going to be out there, I know. And we want to thank Chris. Thank you, Chris, for giving us some of your time, for ranting a little bit here. We didn't mean to leave you hot there. We probably should have done it a different. But hey, it is what it is.
Let's go. Everything.
I didn't break any of them. I checked. All right, so we will, like I said, JourneyPro, KC.com. If you can't make it,
yep.
If you can't make it, twitch.tv/Journey2Anarchy. Also catch us on Zicky Dice's Twitch. Follow all the things, links down below. Chris is his links over there. Journey Pro links everywhere. Follow us. Give us a shout. Chris, any final words for the folks?
I am beyond excited to share with you what we've been working on for I don't know how many months, a long time. I'm excited, and I'm excited for all of you to see it.
It's gonna be good times, excited, and like Jamie said, holler at us if you see us there. Give Jamie a lion tamer shout.
I'll let you wear the crab hat for a second.
We will have that crab hat. Leave best comment down below. If we don't find one we like, we'll let you know. We'll tweet it out. The first person that comes up to ask for it, we'll give the crab hat. So, crab hat to be had. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with our regular scheduled show every Thursday. Keep an eye on our socials at Total Spot Fest for when we have other special interviews. And thank you again to Chris. So, Jamie, any final thoughts? And if not, take us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down Total Spot Fest, I have 3 words for you.
I never guessed.
Buy your tickets.
Do it.
See you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.